He was on a really great pace right there. This guy can still get a race world record through in this tournament. Try and bump it down into the sub 30 territory. Alright, Saber a little slow with his fire. He's got to get rupees, bombs, all sorts of things. He gets a bomb and a heart. He'll have beams for the ladder room. The breakfast room. Gets good bomb damage there on those light legs. Looks like he's going to conserve. Nope. Gets hit by the bubble. Goes against conserving bombs. He's going to go ahead and explode the rest of this room while he can't use the sword. Whack Attack taking the high route there over the traps. I don't know what happened.
It takes an unfortunate bop there, loses a count as well, and takes some extra damage.
Wow, so things starting to crumble here for Titanic Lack. 2 hearts, 2 bombs, 21 rupees. Leok fight, not starting off very nice at all. He's got to get his composure together here. Dies. Lack Attack has died.
Oh, died. Oh my, that is a huge deal, folks. That is literally one of the few things that could happen that would cost Lack a race.
Safety Engineer Saver is now in a prime position to take a little bit of a lead here. However, both players short on bombs. Let's see.
Here's the thing, though. Again, if there's one person that can make up time, it's Lag. And one thing we know for certain is Saber tends to bleed time. So even with this death, it's like a minute and a half, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that sounds about right.
I'll believe it. I'll believe it.
That Lack has to basically make up here. Farms up a fairy, gets back his beam sword, down to just 1 bomb. But so basically, I don't know. Over the course of time, Lack can make this up. It's not race ending, but it is definitely going to make it a challenge.
It could be tournament ending here. I mean, if Saber just wins the first one, then there is no second one.
That is true. And Saber having a little bit of issues here too, but gets it and a fairy. So
Saber's not a big fan of Gleok. It's one of his save states. He doesn't like Gleok very much at all. It's very good that he has now gone out of level 4. So, yeah, we're kind of teasing him for those pause strats in 3. He paused 100,000 times, did not die to manhandle, and got his bomb, and it turned out to be the best for him because he doesn't have to re-enter any dungeons. Basically, when you die, you gotta start over here. And
Lack does force a bomb as well, so not completely detrimental. Again, if he has a good Gleok here, he's not even going to be a minute and a half behind.
Well, there's 1 hit from a fireball, but I think that's just expected damage at this point. A hit from the head, so that's 1 3/8 down. There's 2 more hits, ball and a head, so 2 6/8 damage coming out of here with half health for a refill. And Saber is just now entering level 1 for the first time, coming out to Pirouette.
So Lack's behind 47 seconds or so. Not a whole lot. It's not the minute and a half you thought it would be. So I mean, you know, he's not terrible. Saber can definitely bleed off 50 seconds. It's entirely possible.
Absolutely right. Saber will refuse to give up big chunks of time, but he will bleed out a little bit here and there. So it's really hard to say, you know, optimal strategy. You know, it is a strategy that he will employ, and he's very consistent with that. Doesn't put up the most consistent race times, as he told us in chat just a little while ago, but he is a very good at completing the objective, and that's what you want to do. And the first one to do that does it wins.
Yeah, gets a random bomb there. Going to put him up to 6, which helps. I mean, Lack's got 28 rupees right now, though. I mean, that is just ridiculous. So even with the death, he's not going to have to spend time farming rupees, which is a big deal.
Just left 6 there. Got the bombs, got the fiver, got the 1. Get a backtrack for the 1 rupee. I feel like he's already on Saber's heels. That quickly.
Absolutely. I mean, again, you know, not having to kill the levers is like 6 seconds or so. I mean,
it just high-fived through that doorway as Lack went up and Saber went down to the NSU room there. More rupees. Got 5 bombs.
Yeah, plenty of bombs here. He'll leave with 4 because he's sure to bomb Aquamentus. But again, fantastic rupee count. Not so much for Saber, but he does use the res candle route, so not so important to have rupees for him.
Not an issue at all, but I would like to have at least 14 if I was in his shoes.
I would say that's an odd number, but since it's actually even, that would not be correct.
Well, I've done a lot of route experimentation, and I know you've recorded a lot of the routes yourself, and just what feels good. You know, 2 first, you want 84 out of 1. You want to do 3 first with the 2 next, 14 is a pretty good number to have. You know, kind of puts you on 26 there for in level 2, which is a pretty average number. Unless you're Uno, so likes to get 40 rubies in level 2.
Not sure what Lack was doing. Looking for a forced bomb? What is he?
He was only aware
Yes.
of his count within a range of 1 or 2, so looks like he forced a bomb on Aquabenis. So
Yeah, I mean, he killed that Wallmaster, getting himself up to 9, and forces a bomb, so 8 bombs, 36 rupees, leaving level 1 really behind his splits, but again, those numbers are great to
throw
have.
the splits away. That world record is not going to happen in a race for a long time.
Well, sure.
But
You
he's
know,
in
just
great
looking,
race position right now. Coming back from a death and still being ahead of any of us.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's not the worst death. After a ladder at Gleok is not the worst death you can take.
No,
You have to
recorder room
form faster.
would be terrible.
Yeah, recorder.
Ganon. There's a lot of places that are bad. Before reverse C.
A Keese right before the recorder, I think, is the worst. So you have to clear that Dark Knight room again, I think. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So, Lack going to make his way on up by his candle. Good counts here. 6 bombs, 66 rupees.
Things get a little
didn't have
crazy
to-
here, because they're on different routes.
Yeah, and it didn't have to spend time killing levers either, which Saber did take the time to do. So that's 4 or 5 seconds. I mean,
Well, the lever was trying to kill Saber, too. He took a bop there.
yeah, that's very true. And
But it could have been incidental. If, I mean, his count could have been running high, so you want rupees instead of fairies.
you know, Lack does take a bop by the Tektite outside, so loses his count and his beam sword, unfortunately. So builds it back up to 2, which is not optimal. You generally want 4 going into level 5. But
Oh, yeah, I'd say 4 at
make
the
it work.
most. So you can, like, mess around with these Gibdo if they get in your way without going over your 10 count. But then again, he could just take 8 bombs from the Gibdo and then keep going, so... Alright, so embarrassing amount of bombs for Saber there.
Yeah, I mean, we won't really know where these guys are sitting until they get pretty much to the end of level 7 here. But Lack gets his 4-pack, no problem. Pickpockets that right on out.
Wow.
Has a good count heading in towards the recorder room as
Really
well.
fast, not very productive, but extremely fast Moldorm for Saver, who needs rupees still. He's got 7 on the board right now, and doesn't even double back for that last rupee. So he's only 5 short. 7 can be tricky for him. Good damage on that bomb. That looked like 12, with a chance for 16 damage on a single bomb.
Yeah, Lack doing really well with his bombs here. Gets a fairy, gets him back to
Step
sword.
there. That's the bomb drop. What a great
There we
guy.
go. That's what he was looking for. So crushes the recorder room, really. Fantastic job by him.
2 count entering 5, good enough for Lack Attack, Kappa.
So yeah, I mean, if you look at, again, his splits aren't going to matter, but if you look at his splits, he hardly lost any time, and I know that his recorder split in his world record run was pretty ridiculous, so that just tells you how fast the recorder room was there. We'll see if Saber can match that as he heads in towards level 5. That could be the big equalizer for time between these guys, is how well Saber does on that recorder room.
So Saber's going for his cash right now, and I think Lack Attack grabs his cash after he leaves this palace. Good God, Zelda 2's corrupting me. This dungeon. This underworld. So yeah, they're going to meet up here after they flip-flop here, and then Lack's in 2 and Saber's in 5. I know I really want to tell you, chat, who's in front of who, but it's go Team Lack. He's the best.
Yeah, it's very hard to tell, especially with the recorder room still on the board. It's such a random factor for time. It could be 9 seconds or it could be a minute and 9 seconds. It just depends on how things unfold. So,
Also, kind of point out, Saver was going into his first race cold, and so now he's warmed up. A couple hours of Zelda really loosens you up.
definitely got plenty of
interesting
practice
bomb
in
there.
level 9.
Gets barely some bomb damage on that Dig Dogger, but barely is all you need. Or shoes and
Forced
hand grenades,
bomb-
right?
A forced bomb there by Saver going into the 4-pack room, so going to be able to save that for on the way out, and bombs there for Lack as well.
4 bombs drop for Lactech off Dig Dogger, so you'll have a 5 count coming out here.
Yeah, nice force indeed.
Alright, there's an 8 damage bomb, followed by a 4 damage bomb, followed by a 4 damage bomb for Saver. Saver gets another 8. Takes a hit, though.
Yeah, not having a very good recorder room, and this is kind of what I was talking about. This is one of the spots where you can really bleed off your lead, and is unfortunately going to have to sword down 3 of these Dark Nuts, and...
They're all at half health, though, so you should be okay.
It's still a lot of time lost.
Maybe. There we
And
go.
they're not being very cooperative either.
Yeah, he's also got to kind of pick one. I think he left them all with like 1 or 2 stabs. Yeah. 2 final hits in that last Dark Nut. He's going to go get himself a recorder. Whack Attack with a little D-boost there. I don't think I made him very happy. But he's down half a heart going for the raft container up here. Container heart, as it's called in the instruction manual. Container heart get. That's a gold split for Lack Attack. It's the fastest he's ever picked up his raft heart.
Always nice to still be able to get gold.
Yeah, hard to find, but these splits aren't the oldest splits. They got a lot of subs that were inserted after the fact. So we're just looking at, 7,000 runs of work here. Ugh.
Saber taking some extra damage here, unfortunately, and takes the time to sort down. There we go. Gets on out with 5 hearts. 6 hearts? 6 hearts. It's kind of hard to tell, where they are in relation to each other still, but Black with a short dungeon left, and Saber still have to go through the majority of 5.
So what I look for are some key indicators here. Saber has Recorder as or before Lack enters 2, so there's only about 8-2 of dungeon left after the Recorder, so based on overworld antics and the Recorder use and the shopping.
Well, and Saber having to get the 5 rupee out of this room too, that cost him a little bit of time.
Well, good for him knowing that that's there.
Yeah, it's a big deal to know. Just like you noticed knowing that 5 rupee was in level 9. I didn't know that because I don't ever kill that room, but knowing those things can save you a run, especially in race environments.
This Boldorm is actually fast for Lack Attack, but Saber's was so much faster. The snake monster there in 2 that Lack just finished up with. Good damage on these ropes. Looks like he's going to have plenty of money for a level 7 gunsling in action.
Yeah, 12 extra rupees is nice to have. Nice bombs too, very nice.
Picks up the room drop too, which not many people have done thus far. Because he gets a troll pattern on Dodongo, so good thing he did pick up that pack, so he's full on bombs for level 7.
Yeah, these guys are neck and neck. If you take into account the refill that Saber's going to have here, it's going to be just about even leaving these dungeons. And Saber still has to pick up a red candle, so that's about 16 seconds that Lack is ahead right now.
Yeah. Lack ahead by some arrows and a blue candle.
And a whistle.
Oh, yeah.
Every little bit adds up.
On my screen, they are tied.
Yes, they are indeed. They are both, they're on the same screen. So.
All right, let's see. Oh, Saber does the shopping in the wrong order, too. Let's see if he does it again. Yep. So he's opting to go left here instead of directly to the meat, which means he has to go back to the right to buy the meat. So, questionable routing, but it's what he's comfortable with, and what you want to do is have extremely predictable behavior from the monsters of Hyrule.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he does that just because of the Octorok spawns. It makes it easier for him to get through them on the way down from the meat.
There's like a 1 in 16 or something chance where the Octorok spawns and shoots a rock into you. But it bops you up to the screen transition, but it does take away health.
Yeah, see, whereas he can just walk straight down, Lack has to navigate through those Octoroks. I wonder if that's his reasoning. I know Saber tends to like to take routing, even if it's slightly less optimal, that is safer, in the fact that he doesn't have a chance to really lose hearts as much as the other way around.
Yeah, for those of you just joining us, we got both players in Dungeon 7. One of them has to pick up the dungeon item, the red candle. We're watching the finals here of Saber versus Lack Attack. Lack Attack coming back from loser's bracket, earned his way back into the winner's bracket here. He has to win 2 in a row against Crystal Saber. Right now, they're very, very close in time after Lack Attack took a death against Leok.
Yeah, I mean, just very impressive to be able to keep your composure. It just shows the amount of races that he's done and how many times he's ran this game. To be able to come back from a death in 4 to even it up is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, good strength and stamina training here. Lack Attack will actually run and race Super Mario RPG, which is a pretty long game. Zelda's pretty short
3 hours.
in comparison here. Only 30 minutes here, so easily watch him race several of these in a row without giving in to any, I don't know what possibly happened. What happens if you play too much video games, 8gen?
You tend to want to play more, I think.
Yeah, it is a slippery slope of downhill into more video games.
Saber's going to pick up his candle here.
Was Legend of Zelda a gateway game for you as well?
I believe so. Yeah, I mean, I remember buying our first Nintendo. Obviously, Mario Brothers was the first game we had, but Zelda was the second. And, yeah, it was definitely my pathway into the abyss.
That lucky Dodongo. Sets his count to 0, but he does get the instant bomb there off of the Dodongo's drop there. So.
Ooh, and nice bubble pattern here for Lack. Goes backwards, lets him take the weight there and drop the bomb in the corner, so makes that room really fast for him. Meanwhile, Saber does not. He gets a forced bomb, though, so...
yeah, it's very important for him to just drop that bomb. Normally we just stab down the part or just respawn the room, but he was actually actively searching for a bomb drop. And that's important because he has the red candle, which makes the Wallmaster spawn just... Well, Wallmaster's the same. Makes the bubbles just start off in a very terrible way, but that's one of the smoothest red candle Wallmaster rooms I've ever seen. Way better than his previous race, where he had to take out his red candle. And no one's accidentally dropping bombs in the basement.
Super cooperative. I don't think I've ever seen a spawn pattern for those bubbles like that before. Oh, leaves a bomb behind, unfortunately.
We don't need it. We don't need to keep going.
Yeah.
We need one bomb. And exactly how many bombs Lack Attack has. Kind of goes against safety strats, but 5 is good enough, or 4 is good enough now after placing that last one. And we got a magical sword that's 100 seconds behind world record.
33-second difference here, so Saber is definitely lost some time since the beginning of level 7, but 33 seconds is the differential here.
Alright, so 2142 with magical sword versus a 22-15-ish. It's hard to say from way back here.
Gonna be pretty close.
How far back can BT call stuff from? It's a 22-12 and a half. So 30 seconds. So you're good.
30 seconds, yep.
Damn, that's some mighty fine casting there, 8gen.
We'll see how this goes. I know level 6 has been giving the Lack a little bit of trouble so far tonight, but he does have beams and just crushes the room, so
yeah.
Whatever.
Oh god,
Lack
Saber got hit.
Oh, that hurts. You'd never want to take a beam shot from the master room there. That hurts going in 4 hearts down into the rest of this dungeon.
That's the chemical equivalent of a Hyrule driver. Just a little taste of what can happen to you in level 9.
Lack gets his bomb drop off of the Wizard in the room previous to the room of no drops, so it has full bombs here. 8 shots for Goma, but it gets a really funky pattern, takes a lot of damage.
Saber's threading some serious needles here in the Wizard Magical Breakfast Room 1. And,
Lack down to 4 hearts.
Did he get Big Beam too, or is that just incidental damage?
He's just been running into blues over and over again. Gonna have a huge refill. I mean, he's not gonna be any danger of dying unless he somehow magically gets beamed by an orange wizard or something going into that last room. But you know, that's an 8-second refill. But Saber's struggling a little bit with the Vires here, costing him a little bit of time.
Tries to go back for the bomb, realizes he doesn't need it, gives up. Could have pulled out the arrows and picked up that heart. Smart move. There's a heart. There's another heart. So getting some health back here in the breakfast here. Goma goes right, but drops a fairy, so the only thing that could have really helped Saber in that situation turned out to be profiting for Lack Attack, who takes a smaller refill, getting that Goma fairy.
Yeah, 301 level 6 there for Lack. Not ideal, but not bad either. Let's see how much more time Saber loses here.
Just want to welcome Mr. Reeves to the chat. Talked about him earlier and how he's joined the ranks of the Sub 31 crew. A lot of players have worked really hard to improve, and Lack Attack came out on top of all those improvements, maintaining a commanding 2850 world record equals PV.
Yeah, so a 30, what's that, a 36 second differential now, so Saber losing just a little bit more time. But he does split after refills, so that is one thing to keep in mind that is a little bit different between Lack and Saber.
So Lack Attack got damage on Manhandla, and then killed a blue Iron Knuckle, it's happening again, killed a blue Dark Nut, and did not get a bomb drop. And then he got bopped, so we don't know exactly how high his count got. I have a free clock, might as well use it. What is he doing? Palms his head. Now Saber's an 8. Blue Lagoon number 1 coming up after Manhandle. Blue Lagoon 2 active right now on Lack Attack's stream.
Yeah,
Thus named for the sprite lag caused by some scanning issues programmed into the Zelda the cartridge here in the NES, negotiating it.
Yeah, Saber actually making a little bit of faster work here than Lack did out of the first room. I'm going to gain just a little bit of time. Again, this is going to come down to level 9 shenanigans. Takes a couple of bops walking on through the intermediate room. Yeah, this is still a close race. I mean, this is still anybody's race. It just takes a little bit of things going wrong.
Another refill here.
Gleeok.
Yeah, good Gleeok, I would say.
5 heart refill, not terrible.
Of course, you know, Lack Tech's like that Gleeok was terrible. That Gleeok is just, ugh.
Gotta remember, he's still on like a sub 32 pace with the death in level 4 at Gleeok. I mean, what can he say?
Yeah, no, you're right. That death in Gleeok is making him run really hard right now.
Good.
Right.
Gleeok for Saber as well. Let's see here. Lack finished at 2610. Saber's going to split after his refill, so we'll see how that ends up.
This is a good matchup here because here we have clinical, surgical versus scrapper. You know, Saber taking routes very dynamically. Lack Attack is planning, screens and screens in advance where he's going to get his bomb drop. As he's trying to get a count here in interlevel 9. Got a 5 rupee there.
If you take into account the refill, there's actually only 30 seconds difference here, so...
it's been about 30 since the magical sword.
Yeah, so Saber definitely not bleeding off time, which is good. You're still going to have to look for a pretty bad reverse C, or some Patra issues here, maybe a bad cannon spawn. Miscount by Lack, that's right there. This is what Saber needs to see. Now he's got to take some time to get bombs somewhere, which is going to cost him some extra seconds.
He's down to 3, which isn't scary. He could opt to kill Patra 1. Looks like he's going to kill these keys and skip Patra 1 still, so... looks like Saber
That's
tried
ideal.
to blow open the entrance to Spectacle Rock with the recorder. It didn't work. He used a bomb instead and took a bomb.
Recorder strats do not work on bomb locations.
They work on Ganon, though. Maybe we'll see some of that later on.
Doubtful.
Yeah. He had a pretty agreeable pattern for his last matchup. So, okay, so he's going to kill Patra 1. Well, I don't think he liked the pattern.
He got a bad spawn, so I don't know if maybe he really wanted to kill him, but why not?
Okay, so his count is now 0 on the rupee, and then hopefully he just skipped Fairy, or is really close to Fairy. We'll see what happens in this next room.
But Saber having a lot of issues with the like.
Oh, and a free bomb too. So just go ahead and starts unloading his bombs. Takes the bop, skips the Fairy either way, and clears out this room very nicely, getting the extra piece of bomb damage there with the drop of joy. Oh my god, this is a bad pattern for Saber's Patra 1.
Saber has just literally not had a single good Patra 1 tonight. That is 4 out of 4 that have just been bad. And Lack gets his beams back. I mean, steady 91 heart rate. Not really that excited. Just another day at the job for him here.
I'm thinking that the heart rate software is just broken. It's just stuck at 91. Usually it fluctuates a little bit. I think it's 191.
Gets a double bop from Patra too after not getting the clip.
Yeah, that should have definitely changed his heart rate. What's going on?
Well, Lack is flatlined just at 91.
Maybe that's just the first two digits. Maybe it's 910 to 919. Just going back and forth there.
It could be.
Alright, so it gets his 5 rupee there off of a Wizrobe, which means that he could have chosen to bomb that guy, but that's a really good cleanup on reverse. He needs that fairy. And fishes for a heart, doesn't get one. Patra 2A going down.
Did you see that, Patra?
Yeah, that was quick.
That was beautiful.
So no return Patra for Saver. Let's see how his reverse C goes here.
There's no return Patra for Lack either.
Still at 91 heart rate. Apparently, Zarnax crept in there and put on
really
the
good reverse
heart
C
rate
here
monitor.
for Saver as well. I mean, this could come down to, well, unfortunately, double clip cost him some time, but this could be Patra 3 / Ganon pattern level
Yeah.
right here.
Well, I like Lack's health rate here. He can be sloppy.
True.
You know, nothing's really gonna. Oh, that's good. Like pattern. Nothing's really gonna make him slow down with that much health. You just keep going.
I fully expect a double damage boost in the trap room. I mean, he does that when he has 6 hearts and goes into Hyrule Driver range. It just doesn't matter. Fantastic room here by Lack.
Yeah, that new shenanigans going up above the blocks and stabbing down worked out that time. I got the 1 bomb remaining. Not gonna get any grayscale action. Gets the nice trap boost. Good, favorable pattern, I should say, on the Wizrobes. Saber just inches behind here. Trying to swag arrow into the diamond. I don't know if I agree with that strat, as Saber takes 4 hearts of damage from an orange Wizrobe that was chilling behind a trap, so Saber dying here pretty much seals the end of this wing of 9 for Saber. Lack Attack just has to... You can actually kill Ganon from inside him and take both Hyrule Drivers if he wants, but I don't recommend that.
Yeah, unfortunately, Saber taking another death. That'd be, number...
Gets fireballed, and now he's on the weird spawn. Doesn't get the quick spawn in the middle, gets the nice little lockdown there just by being patient. Lack Attack is going to go ahead and done eventually. Maybe? And it looks like he's going to get local time at 31:56.
Yeah, sometime with a dot done, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
we use this. There it is.
There it is. 32-18.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Saber going to make his way back through, having a very rough time in level 9 today. I believe that's death number 3 for him overall today, and not had a good Patra spawn yet. That is 0 for 5 on Patra 1.
Yeah. Team Saver's Patra, I think, is the real winner tonight. Gets the fairy here. I'm just gonna watch him finish out this run. He's gotta keep sharp. You can take a little pause here. They have to now rematch to determine the final outcome, as that was Saver's first loss in this tournament. So
yeah,
he might not know how to respond.
Yeah, again, sub 32 by Lack with a death. Pretty darn good.
Yeah, yep. Craziness. Gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop over and check the bracket, see if anyone can actually contend with F. Coughlin, the bracket guru. How did he know who to pick? Looks like
Not sure.
Irrational Exuberance, Kaba, and Jacob and Unos and Fred have the top 4 there. So Kaba Besh has a score of 310 out of a potential 310, so the brackets are done. He picked Saver, and that'll do it. Cobra picked Duck, Fred picked Lack, so Unos picked Unos. So picking Saver there put Kaba in the lead. And that's the bracket for you. You still have to determine who the actual winner is. The winner will be receiving a box of chocolates. Never know what you're going to get.
No lava cakes?
No lava cakes.
Oh.
The silver lining here is that with that death, I think Saver knows that Lack died. He has a time that he can really shoot for. 31:30, that kind of thing. That's kind of should be his goal for the next race to hit, and that could win the next race.
Yeah, but I mean, the real thing here is how many times does Lack die in a race? Like, I think this was maybe his golden opportunity. I don't know that Lack is going to die again. If he does, you're right. He does have a place to shoot for, but just has to be more consistent. And I think take a few more risks as far as the run goes to not lose so much time.
Well, he can, so long as he plays solid, he can get that 31 time. It's just if he's trying to play conservatively and still lose time because of it, that's when it really becomes a problem. If he wouldn't have lost time by being a bit more aggressive and maybe pick up time in cases, that could possibly help him out. But I don't know how comfortable he is in that. So
Right.
we'll see what happens in the next one.
45-45.
Yeah, and he didn't die, so I don't think he would say he played very well.
Well, he did die.
Oh yeah, 9. You're right. He would,
Yeah.
and he probably would have gotten like a 32-30, 33
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. I mean, he was just a little bit behind Lack. So.
Yeah, that's right. He
I
was
mean, again, at
28.
one point,
Yeah.
he was like 25-30 seconds ahead of Lack and just managed to bleed off that time. And Lack took like a 30-second lead, so there was like a minute of bleed off there.
Yeah, he was. I remember 2 and 5. He was very conservative on some of the things.
Yes.
Yeah, and it didn't gain him any time from taking the risky route. So
anyways, looks like the next race channel has already been opened. I don't think either of these guys are probably going to jump in here. I don't know if we're going to take a little bit of a break in between or if they're just going to jump right into it. So I guess we'll see.
He's requested a small break. We're going to go ahead and permit that, as he is vested in his own health.
Sounds good. All right, so I'm going to take a small break as well.
All right.
We'll be back here in just a little bit. Winner takes all. Last race of the tournament. Last race. You'll see a Lack Attack in for quite a while, so enjoy it.
you hear Cantaloupe?
Yeah, did we lose
Yes.
Cantaloupe?
No, I'm still here.
We
What
didn't
would
lose him.
you
All right,
What would
two
you
go
like
ahead.
to see next race?
In this
Saber?
race,
Yeah, from Saver.
I would like to see Saber probably. I know he's primarily doing the red candle route, but I think he needs to stick with the traditional route on this to have a chance with Lack. I mean, that's one thing he probably needs to go ahead and do. I know he doesn't do it often, but as we could see from that race right there, on top of little mistakes, he just kept losing time. And then later in the game, he's losing 15 to 20 seconds getting the red candle. He needs to just go ahead and run with the same route Lack is to even have a chance, because Lack, even with the death, he still had a great time.
The only problem I would have is that he's not comfortable with it, and that's if you're uncomfortable with something, you're probably not going to do it well anyway. So I don't know if he would end up picking up time in the long run. I think he's okay staying with the red candle route. It's not a huge difference overall time-wise. He has to be a bit better managing of his bombs, because he went into 7 with 6 bombs. Like I saw, he got to 7 on the Dodongos in 5, but he has to use a bomb against the Dig Dogger. So I would have expected he, even for just 1 bomb, to try to knock out another one of those Dongos to get to 7, so he didn't have the bomb problem he ended up having in 7. And when I've run, I find if you're behind in counts, you're losing time over and over and over and over again. And So he's got to be really solid on his counts. Like he had rupee problems. He lost time getting rupees, and so so for the next race, his counts have got to be pretty tight. After one, especially.
It's he just needs to stick to his thing and hopefully Whack. He's just got to hope Black makes a bigger mistake than what he did.
Well, I mean, Lack can still get a 31 without dying. I don't, it probably won't happen, but it's definitely, within the realm of possibility. Like, for me, I go for my best anyway, so it's not how I would race would probably be different than Saver. I think, I think Saver should try to shoot for that 31 time. If he tries to, pull out everything and try to go for like a 30-20, he's going to run into issues and, fall behind even more. So I wonder if just shooting for a time and, adjusting your style to try to go for that will be more comfortable for him than, say, just trying to do everything terribly risky, because that's not his style.
Yeah, we'll see how he adapts here. But I have a feeling, Saver, he's ready for it, and I just hope all goes well. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, it's a Zelda race. I mean, anything is possible. And if Saber plays this game well, that's his best shot. Like you said, he needs to shoot for 31.
Yeah. So what is Saver's best time? I don't know what his PB is anymore.
It is actually it's a
56.
29:57 with white sword.
Okay.
10 hearts. It's a beautiful route, beautiful run. It's on YouTube somewhere, but spoiler alert. But yes, it's a great run.
So have you gotten over your bitterness over losing in the tournament yet? It happened to me a couple hours ago, so no. But how about you?
Well, not really, because of the way it went down. Just same way. A death, and you know as well as I do, dying and big things and runs are not good ways to win. And yeah, it's a little salty. It's definitely salty. And then the last run I had with Reeves, losing by 5 seconds. It's like, man, I had if I just did one thing different, I would still been in it at least for one more match against you. But it's a little salty, but glad to see everybody stepping up their game and going in at it.
Would you rather have died while ahead, like happened to me, against Lack at Ganon, or lose by 5 seconds without a death? Which would you prefer?
I would probably rather lose by a death.
Huh.
Yeah, just because the 5 second thing, you've done everything you can, and then just one thing different. A death, you just screwed up most of the time. That's just the way I feel. How about you?
Oh, it's the 5 seconds. I feel better. Well, no, I feel better about losing by 5 seconds than the final death. Because, little things affect little things, but the final death, it's like that shouldn't have happened, and just that last little, does you in, and all you're left with is that particular thing. Like everything else was fine; it would have won otherwise, but instead of having to think about this small thing, and then that would have changed this small thing, and then that movement pattern would have been different. That I come in 2 seconds later, just things like that. But I guess I didn't verbalize, the choke sound terribly well.
I'll say choke. That's exactly what I did. I mean, it's a lot of pressure doing these things, and for these, Whack's not pressure don't affect him, but Saver, has come a long way, and done really good handling the pressure, and you know the pressure as well as anybody. It's a big thing for us speedrunners in something like this. I mean, this is what we do. This is how we compete and have fun with each other, and this tournament has been a great example of it. 71 people got into this tournament, folks, and it's been a very entertaining thing. A lot of people's been introduced to Zelda overall, and it's been a really great tournament, and I hope we have many more of this and whatever else, other games come up. But yeah, tournaments is what everybody fights for.
The time says 1 minute, so if the hosts are ready and up to go, we can send it back over to them if they're ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready to go
Yep,
whenever they
definitely
are.
ready.
The timer is a lie, per usual, but we'll see what happens.
And everybody click the follow buttons of everybody who's ran tonight. Definitely follow all these people. Eunice is great. I know he's going after Lack's record. And I figure most of y'all are already following Lack and DW, definitely. But follow everybody else that's been in this. And if somebody wants to type their names out, I don't have the chat active. But, definitely follow everybody. It's lots to come from these people. Let's get ready to grumble.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You
boys
don't
and
want me to do
girls,
that. You really don't.
That's an 8-gen thing.
Now I do. Now I want
No,
you to do
it's
it.
not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Okay. No, let's get dangerous or anything.
That's even worse.
I could
I
totally
know.
do it, but I would probably make everybody deaf in the process.
Saber's ready. We got one remaining.
All right.
Who's going to refresh? I'm going to refresh. That's who.
I think refreshing is a good idea.
I got this sensation inside me that's exactly like the one where you have to pee real bad, but it's just excitement for Zelda 1 tournament, as hosted here by Lack Attack, trying to win his own tournament here. This is the final match, barring any ties, and looks like we are pretty close to going underway. We have field commentators Darkwing Duck and Can Out Fat Me in the Sub 30 Club, some of the fastest Zelda players in the known universe with us tonight.
We have it ready, and for the last time, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to grumble!
Thanks, Agen. I needed that. Alright, we got console resets, we got the SRL race underway. Oh, and I've got a panic basket from Lack Attack. It's getting quality options? That's not good. Alright, Saber's gonna be going into the cave here, and Lack Attack is gonna grab his sword now. Saber's sword now. Who's with me? Help?
Help indeed. Like
At least you can
Saber's
hear
just slightly ahead here.
Alright, so he's transitioning to the left. Tell me what you see.
Tell me what I see. I see Saber making it through the Zol room and Lack making out of the Zol room.
Alright, I got them both fighting Dark Nuts. No bomb drop for
Bomb
Lack.
for Saber, none for Lack.
Alright. I feel good. Jammy, are we good?
Hopefully we're good.
Yeah, what else? Roger. So we'll go ahead and just,
Lack just a little bit behind here, it looks like, but Saber not having the best of luck in the pattern, however. Gonna give Lack the opportunity to catch back up as he is attempting to sort down
Oh!
and finally finish his sorting.
little trouble there. Lack Attack finally does get his 10 count bomb. Leaves the
An
1 count bomb behind.
Embarrassment. Embarrassment.
Yep, indeed. But,
138.
yeah, so I got a big separation between their personal timers, but we're gonna cruise this one out. We got 118 are my counts for Lack, Got the extra little rupee there. It happens when you have to clear the dark nuts sometimes. Precise bomb
Ooh,
placement by
nice
Saber.
job by Saber, indeed. Brings him back up to a good bomb count going into Manhandle. Full bombs, indeed. -1. See how this handles for Lack. So far, we've had really good luck with Manhandle.
I don't like this Manhandle. Saber's going to get a little bit of an edge here. But Lack is going to beam sword the Manhandlers. So a little flippy floppy here. Saber had to pause strat his previous fight. Lack Tech's got one more hit to go.
He takes a bomb at the end. Does get it. I mean, of all things.
Get it.
Well, that is that's a full count for Manhandlers tonight, though. So nobody dies in level 3. Nobody runs out of bombs. So that is fantastic.
Saber donating his time right back to Lack Attack as he tries to wrap across towards level 4 and doesn't get it right away.
Gotta make sure
Lack gets it.
Even race.
Lack gets it right away,
Big difference
though.
here is 8 bombs for Saber. Make it a little bit faster going through here, as he's not going to have to worry about forcing bombs so much as Lack will.
Just like to welcome.
Ooh, and misses the first bomb. Doesn't get a lucky one, so only has 1 left. Not sure where his count is, so he's going to have to take a hit to reset his counter. He's now at 3. Not what you want to have happen.
We're a little desynced with the games here. Gonna kind of tiptoe around what we're saying here, keeping you apprised to the action. Keep the videos as updated as we can. A lot of races going on consecutively without full system restarts, so bear with us. All 804 of you inside the chat here. Welcome to Best of Ness.
Best of Ness, indeed. Wow.
1516?
1,500. Welcome to everybody. Fantastic. Looks like we're going to have a 418 ladder get for Saver. Meanwhile, Lack just now making his way into the Magical Breakfast Room, so the customary little bit of an early lead here for Saver. Let's see if he can hold on to it throughout the rest of this race.
Looks like Lack Attack is going to hold all 4 of these bombs. He can afford to use 1 here in the Breakfast Room. He's opting not to.
Now, wants to hold it just in case.
Yeah, he wants to not have an incident, I think, is his strategy here. So Saber also had 5 bombs. Wow.
So 452. So that's what, 34 seconds of difference here?
No, it can't be that much, is it?
It is 34 seconds because it was a 418 ladder for Saver. So we have a 34 seconds difference as of the ladder get. That is pretty significant.
Well, there you go. That's what happens if you use the sword instead of bombs in the Breakfast Room.
Yeah, it does cost you a lot of time. Saver going in with beams. Lack won't have that unless he gets a harsh drop here. So Saver's just got to stay consistent. Again, there's a little bit of a difference. Again, like Fap was talking about. The blue candle route seems to be a little bit more consistent. I do know Saber is much more comfortable with the red candle route, so I don't think that he's going to deviate off of that. But picks up his Triforce at 539 and finishes with the refill. Lack down to just 1 bomb as well, but has a pretty good rupee count.
Yeah, he had opted for, maybe intentionally or not, who knows, a 5 rupee instead of a bomb off the Spire, so his count was a little high coming out of the Keys room there. So he has a bomb, which he will need in 1. Let's hope he negotiates his Stalfos and gets the hole open with a bomb drop.
Ooh! Is that a forced 5 off of Gliok?
I mean, yes. He got a forced 5 from the fire, and then he killed all of the Keys, and then killed the left Gliok head and then the right Gliok head, so there you go.
Very nice.
8, 9, 10.
Good rupee counts. That makes a difference. That'll save him some time.
That's what you get if you don't get damage there in level 4.
So let's see. He got his 4th board at 610. It was 539 for Saber. So that's a 31 second difference. So he has cleaned off just a little bit of the time. But
looks like
still...
Saber gets some bops here and there, but he gets a lucky 5 drop from Stalfos. He's already ahead of the rupees he had in his last run, which was enough.
I was gonna say, it wasn't hard to do that, but
No drops from Gurias, though.
it's another
Bombs.
fiver.
Alright, Lagatek swimming in cash. Could use a bomb in this next room.
He gets
That's
the
it.
forced one, so he got a random and gets the forced bomb. Leaves a rupee on the ground. Kind of smacks his head, thinking, "Hey, why did they do that?" But we'll see if he can get a rupee drop off of one of the Guria up here.
Alright, Saber coming back from Bo, and they're in the same room right now.
Yes, and they are passing each other, tosses each other a high five, and moves on through. No rupee for Lack, so unfortunately he's going to have to get either a forced off of Aquamentus, or he's going to have to take some time to get that rupee that he left on the ground.
So this is just like the previous race. Saber was ahead by much more at this point in the last race, but Saber is ahead at this moment again, this early on in the run.
Yeah, I mean, there's a 35-second difference on the bow splits here. Forced bomb off of Aquamentus for Saber, so 8 bombs. Not as useful as it would be for Lack, as he's going to level 2 next, but still nice to always leave a dungeon with full bombs.
Thanks, Jam, for keeping us synced up with the game video here. We're gonna watch Lagatek fight his Aquamentus and try and catch up to Saber, who has only been defeated once in this tournament, but I guess that's also true for Lack now.
I'm not sure if Lack's count's good enough for a 5 rupee or not.
Doesn't care.
Gets a bomb instead, so he'll be good on bombs for level 5. He'll have to stop and take some time on the levers now. No refill, so an 843 versus an 808, so still 35 seconds of difference.
He's got a good chance to get a rupee here from the Octorok outside one as well.
Doesn't get it, unfortunately. Lots of more
Unfortunate.
opportunities here, though. I'm just going to skip him and go for the levers, which have a higher chance of dropping rupees. Or
And
maybe
more.
he'll just go ahead and scroll and go for the Tektites.
Yeah, Tektites can drop rupees. Or you just kill 10 things and get a forced 5. It's
He
Lack.
should be pretty close by now. There it is. So he's good.
Wow. Wasn't even inconvenient, so he only used the bomb fuse delay to go back for that rupee, so very optimal strat. He's min-maxing hard.
Needs to make up 35 seconds.
Now you just have to wait for Saber to screw up. It's
Harsh
a
but true.
It is a strategy. It's not the perfect strategy.
I always prefer the strategy where you have it in your control versus somebody else's, but, to each their own.
Got X factors here. We got the Zelda luck. We got the opponent skill. So a lot of things going on here. Little opponent luck as well. Like, ooh, I didn't need to push that button right then, but I did, and a good thing happened. It happens to all of us. Gotta get a candle here. We see Lagatek getting the blue candle, which makes for good level 7s.
Yeah, so technically speaking, I mean, you can deduct roughly 16 seconds off of Saber's lead just because he has to get the red candle out of level 7. But still holding on to about a 20-second lead.
Yeah.
But again, the
This-
recorder room is going to make a big difference, so we'll see. Oh, unfortunately, that give goes down on Lack there.
Whoa, phrasing. Magen, please. Oh, that's a good amount of rupees to get in your initial little rope room there. Saber with a commanding 44 cash. Lagatek's going to pick up the Gibdo bombs.
Good rupees for Saber. Was able to also skip the Guerrilla room as he had plenty of bombs, so that will be a little bit of a time save as well.
Leaving some cash and hearts on the ground here. 56. That's a good number.
Good
Wow.
bombs for Lack. Gets bumped, unfortunately, but
But he got like good fast 24 damage in there. That was good.
yeah, he's doing good on damage here. Won't have the bombs, but oh yeah, easy peasy.
All right. Concluding the final Darknet.
Except this
Got
one takes what,
5,
8 damage, unfortunately.
6, 7, 8, 11. I think he stabbed that Darknet 37 times. He finally goes down. Gonna get the recorder here at a respectable yet slow 1141.
Easy peasy Hyrule girl.
Who is gonna save Zelda if Lack retires? Well, we've got
Unos?
Can't outfat me. We got Darkwing Duck still plays this game on occasion. If you haven't been to History, man, you should probably check that one out. Pretty good Zelda player there. We got a lot of people out there. Lactech wants to spend some more time with maybe some Mario games.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Maybe some
5
Link to the
minutes
Past,
speedruns.
Super Mario RPG. There's a couple of things out there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's Lactech. He can do anything he wants. Much faster than most people. Good clip there by Saber. I like his aggression right now. It's well tuned. He's gonna be in 5 before Lack's out of 5 with 2 done.
Yeah, if I remember last time, though, it was Lack entered level 2 when Saber got the recorder, so we can kind of use that as a little bit of a timer, I suppose.
Yeah, kind of a little bar to set there, but good Gibdo pattern there for Saber. He only has to kill 1 Gibdo on the return. Got 7 bombs here, so he just has to make his way to this hole. Not mess with these Gibdo. Should make the return route pretty easy. He's going to leave that 4-pack of bombs for his return to where Lacatech is now fighting Dig Dogger. He's going to go ahead and use both bombs. Gets a 5 rupee. Leaves it behind. He has no cash, which is...
Okay.
That's the worst. That's the worst
Yeah, he's
position
got level
to be in
2 left.
money-wise. He does, but level 2 has to be profitable.
Saber not getting the best of bombs here in the recorder room. Let's see if he can keep his count here. There we go. Gets his force bomb. That's a good recorder room right there.
Lactech almost completely out of resources. Being tempted by these bomb-dropping Octoroks, but gets no payout. Going back up to 100 rupees here, which is the lowest he ever has at this point. Missing half a heart, and still needs a bomb to help speed up level 2. I might see some candle strats, though. Recorder get there for 14.15.
Yeah, so definitely Saber's got a larger lead than he did last game. We'll just see how this pans out, I guess. There's not much else you can say until they get into level 7.
Lack really wants that heart, but it took a lot of time for him to go back and get it. But he has Beam Sword. Alright, Saber safely negotiates the return Diamond Blue Dark Nut pattern. Picks up the bombs he left for himself, has a nice good number of bombs here. Let's see what he does with this Gibdo. See how I would have bombed it. He has 6 bombs, he needs 7, so he can only pick them up in quantities of 4. Oh, Lacatech getting his World Drop Bomb there from the Blue Octorok, so now he has 4.
Yeah. Saber opting for the Dodongos. Gets the second one, and gets back to full bombs there. So Lack just now getting ready to enter level 2. Needs 10 rupees, preferably some bombs. We'll just see how this goes for him. Saber just about to dig Dogger.
Ooh, Saber is kind of stabbing stuff on the lava there.
Yeah, it takes a couple of extra seconds to get through the room that probably he didn't need to take, but
All right.
7 rupees for Lack out of the first room, so good start so far.
Chump change. Gets good candle strats. Those ropes are really making us fire.
Saber is definitely leading even with the red candle. He's probably ahead by 20 seconds or so, maybe even more.
Alright,
But
alright. Alright, so Dig Dogger collapses, drops a container heart, try get at 16 on the button. Let's see where Lackey can grab his Triforce.
Force 5 has all of his rupees, so 145 and 8 fantastic counts, leaving level 2.
Isn't that
Saber
amazing?
whistling over to his pick up his meat and arrows, and
Ooh.
Lack about 2 rooms out of level 2. Look at this
Oh,
pattern.
wow. Yeah, you could group them up really nicely with that.
Bam!
sword.
Atomic bomb, baby.
Atomic Area. Alright, Saber once again gonna grab his shopping here in the incorrect or Saber order. I was gonna mention, like, amazing how much their rupee counts can flip-flop between these two races, but it looks like Lacatech got some extra change right at the last moment there in level 2. He has 150, which is good for arrows, I would say.
Definitely.
Worth
Don't
menuing
really need
for.
more than 10 arrows, so
Yeah. I think
We'll
six
see how this pans out here.
six is perfect because you can put 2 arrows in each of the blue Gorilla, then keep beams and store down the rest of them pretty easily. Alright.
So once again, passing each other.
Later, Hosen.
I would say
And-
Saber's probably got about a 10 or 15 second lead at this point.
He only has 7 bombs, though, so he's going to be kind of scared. He might hesitate a little bit here and there in 7 and try and pick up a bomb drop or manipulate one in some way. Lack has 8 bombs, which is a nice cushion to go ahead and push into level 6 with the 1 remaining bomb.
And this is where Saber needs to, I think, he likes to play safe, but I think he really needs to play aggressive if he wants to try to keep his lead. Playing too cautiously is going to lose him 5 or 10 seconds here and there, and that's going to allow Lack to catch back up. Just one of those things where he just needs to, I think, keep playing aggressively and hope for a little bit of luck instead of certainty.
Alright, forces Blue Korea back, prepping the meat for Grumbles. Looks like we're going to have an 18-12 Grumble? 18-11.
1811, yeah. Ooh, fantastic room for Lack here.
That's what we wanted to see. Aggressively pulling back some of these frames to try and catch up to Saber, who is inexplicably in the lead at this moment. Saber's a great guy. I'm glad he gets a second opportunity here to show us what good race time is. Hopefully he keeps up this rate, gets some
So
really good
51.
time.
So what was Saber's there?
At Grumbles?
11? 1811?
11. Yeah, it was 11
This is a
seconds.
30-second difference minus Candle, so about 15 seconds. Yeah.
Really good race.
Fantastic race. Saber
Saber's-
taking a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, I hope he gets Heart Fairy Heart from this Dig Dogger. Who knows what his count is right now. It's
a rupee.
No,
Not
I
what
guess
you want.
You don't,
Meanwhile,
you
Lack
don't-
blowing through with full HP.
The hard part's over. He has plenty of health. He's just going to take a bit of a refill. I bet you Lack Attack will get some healthy drops from this Dig Dogger, though, because he's full on health. Murphy
I mean,
rules
that's
high
the
roll.
thing is that Lack not having to refill is
It's
a
too
big
hard.
deal at this point. I mean, it's 8 seconds.
Alright, so Saber prepped the arrows in advance of his Red Candle weird Wallmaster spawn, and it profits. Now his count is 11, 1, and 1. He's going to use a bomb here and be out of bombs. Didn't get any lucky drops throughout 5. Or 7, rather.
Oof. Close for Lack there.
Oh, he fires a double arrow, misses the 5 rupee. Poor guy. He's
1.5
gonna roll
hearts
this.
for Saber here. Gonna use arrows to get through Aquamentus.
Yeah, this is what you want to do. You want to switch to arrows for that fight because you have no bombs. You're going to have to menu anyway, so you might as well keep the arrows for the Belfry, where you have to fight the Keese, and they're all over the room. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to keep his arrows on as long as he can, and hopefully get a bomb from the Wizrobes.
So a 20, 23, and a 20, 35. So a 12-second differential now.
Yeah, it is on now. We have a rupee problem for Lack and a bomb problem for Saber. Let's see how they negotiate this. Lack Attack has the minimum required money to finish the game. 1 arrow for Goma, 1 arrow for Ganon. But you can't miss, and you don't want to be in a situation where you can't finish your boss.
Yeah, it's kind of a run ender.
Got it. Fortunately, you don't get locked in with Goma, but you do get locked in with Ganon.
2104, magical sword for Saber.
What took him so long?
And a 2115 for Lack. So 11 seconds of difference.
There it is. Excellent negotiation with Lionel's outside. Saber was able to beam the red one before he took any damage. Let's check Lack Attack spawns. Gets the rough one.
Oof! Fancy feat.
Oh wow, so there's a couple seconds just negotiating the damage there. Of course,
Yeah,
last
totally
time
worth
Lack Attack
keeping
was in
Beam
that
Sword,
situation, he got 2 hearts in this room, and so got his beam sword right back. But doesn't have to
No
worry
bomb.
here. Ooh, gets nothing. Saber did get bombs though, so cleared out his Belfry. Has arrows still on, but doesn't seem to have used very many, if any, at all. Lacatech getting good
Wow.
beams here. That's perfect Belfry. Didn't leave the
Wow.
seam. Didn't leave the center seam and killed all the bats. So, Keys are down. 100% all Keys.
Ridiculously fast Belfry there for Lack Attack, and is actually going to overtake Saver in this
Just
room.
those two rooms,
Wow.
yeah. That's it. That's all it takes. Alright, so it looks like Lacatech losing control there at 22:19 going rightward. And Saver now at 22:23, so 4 seconds ahead. 15-second turnover there for Lacatech.
Lack really desperately needs some bombs here, though.
Yeah.
He's down to no bombs with a few opportunities left.
Meanwhile,
and,
Saver with the embarrassment.
With embarrassment, yeah. This is what Lack gets for not playing on his cart.
Yeah.
Still maintains the lead. He's got 4 more opportunities for a bomb drop, basically. If not, he's going to have to negotiate the overworld a little bit and hope for a bomb drop off of the Octoroks or the Moblins.
Saver there should have switched to arrows to finish off the like. 2 hits with the magical sword and 1 arrow will kill him. He needs the arrows equipped anyway for Goma, and he could have arrowed that bomb and finished up that like without a problem.
No bombs for Lack. That is going to cost him some time.
Nothing dropped at all, so I don't exactly know where his global counter is. Goma dropped a rupee in the health group, so that gives me a vague idea of where he's at. So he's going to get a blue Octorok, and then possibly 2 blue Octoroks and blue Moblins to try and get bombs before entering level 8.
Oh, no.
Saver tried to
Saver.
machine gun Goma and failed in some aspects. So this is a long Goma fight. Haven't seen one of these yet. Never seen that happen before.
Wow.
This level of
Loses some
play.
time.
What happened? Which way did Goma go?
He went right, and then unfortunately Saver on his second or third shot sideways,
Oh,
and did not
goodness.
manage to get it on there.
There's
But Lack's still
Moblin.
bombless.
There's Moblin.
There's
nothing.
one. All right.
Okay, so I think that was bomb 1. So his global counter's on 1, 2 at the rupee. So wow, that's a.
2,000 people watching. Fantastic. Welcome, everybody.
If he didn't get that bomb, it would have been 5 more kills to the next possible bomb dropper, or 4 more because he killed 1 extra there. But
Oh, gets some shots off of Manhandle. I wonder what his
that's
counter
very
is.
lucky. Yeah, it's enough for a bomb. He doesn't get hit here, and he got hit.
He got hit, yeah. It's all right. He crushed the room, so that's all that really matters.
Gets a bonus fairy just because it was in his way. Saver now in the same room. Blue Lagoon 1. Trick is to kill the first Dark Nun as quickly as possible to reduce the lag. Saver gets some health drops here. Chance for a fairy. Gets
Look
nothing.
at Lack just crushed that room, though. Fantastic damage.
Still
it doesn't
low on
take very
bombs,
much in
though.
return. Still
He does
low on
not have enough
bombs, but
bombs to complete the game.
he can. He'll take the time to clear this room,
Rupee.
or he won't. Bold
Uh-oh.
move.
He's very confident in his ability to force the bomb early in 9, but we saw him miscount at least once so far. But you gotta rely on the monsters behaving as well. Saver a little low on health. Safety engineer Saver Crystal. Crystal Saver not as healthy as he'd like to be for his upcoming Gleok fight that Lactac has just completed and got a lucky fairy drop off
Fairy,
of.
yep.
Took a lot of damage, so it wasn't forced, but that's a very fortunate turn of events for Lack, but I wonder if not farming the bomb in that anteroom to the stairway is a bad decision or not.
It's kind of a tough call. I mean, personally, if I'm short on bombs, I feel like that's the easiest way. You've got, what, 5 bomb droppers in there plus the room drop?
It's the sure thing. Do you pick the
It's
sure
the
thing?
sure thing. Yeah.
Or do you ride the momentum? So he's taking a lot of momentum in
Or
that
just
8.
get the random world drop like Black always does and keep going.
Jesus. Lack attack is bad.
Oh, man.
Alright, so we got Saver got out of there in one piece. He's whistling over to level 1, which is the shortest walk to 9.
Apparently, we're slightly ahead of Jam's stream, so...
Lecoq attack for sure, bad breaks. Alright, just walk us through the general process of level 9 here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's not going to get his force bomb into this room as he took a bubble bop. Took another bubble bop. But he'll I guess he knows his count, so he's not going to reset his count here, but he's probably going to look to force, I would assume, in the Wizrobe room. Meanwhile, we've got Saber entering level 9.
Saber entered level 9 around a beam sword from a Lionel as a very unsafe maneuver, but it worked out for him. He had enough frames to get in.
Gets his force
Saber.
bomb, too, so he's in better bomb shape.
Low on change, though. Let's hope he doesn't have a little goof up again with that money. Double try on that block clip.
Let's see here. Lack gets the favorable pattern there for Patra, so every one of them has been good for him. Let's see if Saber can actually get a good Patra for once.
It's a very interesting deboost off of like, which is probably the hardest thing to deboost off of, but immediately loses it by getting swallowed by the last one.
Yeah.
Count is now
bombs
1.
for Lack.
Yeah,
he's got plenty of bombs. Let's see if this Patra cooperates for Saber.
Yes.
He does. For once, he gets a good Patra. It still takes a bop, but
That's
much
Saber's
less
fault,
time
though.
lost than usual.
Yeah.
Another force bomb for Lack, so up to 8.
Lucky bomb for Saber. Uses it. Gets up to 8 as well. Just has to negotiate the rest of the blue Wizzies. Nice job. Way to... Whew.
Lack tapes 1 bop on the way through, but gets the Patra skip.
Alright, so here we go. Lag Attack is going to be the first one into the reverse C room, which guards the Silver Arrow, which is mandatory to kill Ganon. We haven't found a way around that one yet. Gets good bombs here on the Wizrobes. Very fast reverse C room. Very crushed indeed.
Saber gets the clip on the opposite side here, so good job by him. 28
stuck out the sword.
52 silver arrows.
Alright. Just shy of 29 minutes there, so we're going to have a just shy of 31-minute finish, barring any major cock-ups in the rest of level 9. Saber also getting good... Oh my, the triple fairy. I got triple fairy.
That's where it's at, baby. Back to full HP.
A little struggle with this. Reverse clip barely dodges the bubble in time. Lag Attack taking the mandatory or expected 2 heart damage there.
I really wish I could see what Lack's actual heart rate is right now, because it's got to be pretty high. The intense adrenaline of being on the way to winning the tournament after winning 4 matches in a row to get here, or 3 matches in a row to get here. Pretty intense. The bomb in the door for that Wizrobe is pretty nice. Makes mincemeat out of that room.
Lag Attack keeps getting that spawn with the monster in the doorway, but he negotiates it well.
Saber crushed his reverse C as well and is making his way on through. I still don't know. It's going to take a pretty bad Patra 3 and some really bad Ganon patterns for Saber to be able to catch up, but still a fantastic run for him right now. Lack heading into Patra 3 here.
Here we go. This is the end of the race. End of the tournament. The battle to see who the best Zelda racer is, apparently.
Fantastic last Wizrobe room there by Saber, too. He's turning on the afterburners, but I think it's just a little bit too late.
Through a lot of rock, paper, scissors matchups, it looks like Lag Attack has landed a stun lock on Ganon.
There it is.
To try get the first place finish.
35-52.
30 minutes, 52 seconds. The hype is real. Nothing happened. Console didn't crash. That is the end of the tournament. You guys just witnessed some history there. The first ever annual Legend of Zelda 1 tournament. Lag Attack, world record holder, tournament organizer, self-colluder, bet on himself to win. It's all over.
Yeah, 4 races in a row to win the tournament. Doesn't matter who you are. That's pretty unbelievable to do.
The winner is you.
See if Saber can get Ganon down here. Gonna go with the whistle strats.
Got him.
Does get him down. And we have a 31-45 by Saber.
Very nicely done. Saber.
Which is a fantastic time. I mean,
very respectable time indeed. Well, let's see if we can get these boys in here. They know the address. We can just start chatting with them up. That was a good watch right there. A lot of things happened. A lot of gold splits there for Saver.
Yeah, definitely turned on the afterburners in the end of that race there. Did a fantastic job.
He wanted it. Black
Yeah.
wouldn't give it.
That was an amazing race.
What did you think, Fab? Were you
Hello. Yo, what's up, man? Oh, okay.
We back?
all right? Looks like we're going
Okay.
to call here.
Did we get the mandatory time kick?
Is that a thing?
Sometimes it is.
4 hours 20 seconds.
Yeah,
420.
something like that.
Hype.
420, indeed.
Well, Saver.
Good
Hi.
run, man. That was a fantastic run there.
Thanks. Felt like I had a chance this time, but just wasn't fast enough. Good job,
There
Black.
it is. Hey, thanks, Saber.
Congrats, Lack.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, that was fun. What a tournament.
Yeah, great outcome, great participants, great commentators.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people really like found their niche. I mean, did BT and Genos, did you know you were this good at commentating races?
We didn't know.
No, but I tell you what, it's a hell of a lot of fun, and I really hope that there's another Zelda tournament because I really enjoy doing this.
Yeah, there
it's-
is nothing we love more than Zelda, and watching you guys take this tournament and take a lot of PBs, and just watching it, being a part of it is really great. I think that's what makes us good commentators, is just our love for the game and love of the community here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good several months for the tournament. You know, I mean, it like I said, brought a lot of hype to the game, and you know, it's brought a lot of new people in, and it's improved a lot of people's time. So this tournament was definitely a hell of an idea.
Yeah, I'm really I'm so thankful for the turnout. Like 71 people joined, and I mean we had matches over. I think we started on September 12th. Was our first day of races, and it's December 13th. So 3 months. It's been pretty fun. We went really fast at the beginning, and then I mean really the only reason it slowed down was because we were trying to get it at AGDQ, and we were kind of waiting on that, and then we drug our feet. But you know, I think a 2 month or 1.5 months, like 6 week tournament would be, I guess, ideal. It was just well done by everybody. Thanks to commentators and you know,
And 3
people
ties,
for-
like Mike said. I mean,
yeah, 3 ties.
That was unbelievable.
I mean, it's the tie hype was amazing because my story with that is I was over at a buddy's house and I was like, oh man, there's some matches tonight. And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, Zelda 1. He's like, why do you want to watch a one-player game? Like, people play a one-player game. I said, you need to just watch this. And then that was the tie, one of the ties.
nice.
And it was just, like, super hype. So it was, it's just really, really fun. And, I mean, I can't even imagine having 1 tie, let alone 3, so...
One question that has been on everyone's mind for the last 50 minutes is how do you keep your heart rate stuck at 91?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, really? Was it...
It's
is
just
it still
frozen
at
there.
91?
Yes.
Oh, I probably... Oh, because I minimized the window, so it just kept it.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
We were worried. We thought it was 910 through 919, and the last digit was cut off. But,
Yeah.
glad to hear you're
I-
okay.
Yeah, I just have control over my heart rate, I guess, at certain points. But I felt calm, honestly, like through the whole run. Maybe in level 8, I probably rose a little bit because I was getting bopped a couple times. And then the beginning was really dumb. Just like getting 3 of the claws on Manhandla, and I was just scared of running out of bombs. I just didn't want to, so I had beam sword. So I said, "Oh, let me just try to kill him here." And I got 3, and then got greedy on the last one, and that greedy hit probably cost me 30 seconds because it messed my count up. Like going into 4, like it all adds up so fast. It messes your count up going into 4. You have to think about getting bombs, and then when you force the bomb in the Zol room, you don't have any health or beam sword, so you have to be careful with the Vires. So you have to, and I had to chase them after I split them, and then the breakfast room was slow. It's a snowball effect. But almost died to Gliok again. That would have been awesome.
If only that happened.
Yeah, it was a good
Lost
race.
plenty of time getting all stabby in there, so not dying in Gliok was pretty good to keep things really, really close for the observers here.
Sure.
Yeah. I definitely recommend not dying to Gliok at any time.
Yeah. On real life or in Skype?
Troll,
You don't need that.
everyone cool's already here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Saber, tell me about your run. I really didn't. I was just listening, so I didn't really watch much of it.
Pretty much up until 5, everything was normal for me at least. Within plus 20 seconds, lost some time, but nothing major.
Yeah.
I think level 6, for some reason, I lost a lot of time. One was I missed the Goma.
Oh yeah, I heard them talk about that. That's like 8 seconds probably. Or did you miss twice or just once?
Just once.
Okay, then that's like 5 seconds or whatever.
And the virus moved in a weird pattern that I'd never seen before, so I started chasing them.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I got bubbled in the second Magic Breakfast Room twice, or in our both of our races, and I just downward spiral of health. Like I entered with Beam Sword and left with 6 heart or 5 hearts or something. Just
Jeez.
bad. Yeah, it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't die here. This would be bad.
Yeah, level 6 kept eating up all my beam swords. It kept giving me bombs though, which I was grateful for.
Sure.
But
Yeah, I had 0 bombs leaving 6, and I had to go into. I did get a fairy off of Goma. Oh wait, no, that was later. I had a rupee on Goma, so I knew I was at 3 or 9. So I knew that a bomb was. I had a chance, but
I think you went rupee on the first Vire, heart on the third, or is it the opposite? I had you at 3 in the counter.
Oh, okay.
When I saw it, so and then I think it was 7. Was it? How did I have you on? I think I had you at 10, 10, 1, 2 on the Vires, or is it 9? 901. I can't remember. I just had you pegged at
10,
3.
1, 2. 10, 1, 2 and missed the bomb, and then got the rupee on Goma.
Yeah.
And then
I
had
think
to.
that's what it was.
Yeah. So I had to kill, I think, 3 moblins to get a bomb. And then I had 2 bombs coming out of 8, but I got the fairy from Gliok, so, 2 or 5, so it's either the next kill or 4 kills. And then I was able to avoid Octorok, and I got the lucky bomb there, so that was pretty fortunate, because I'd had to kill Patra otherwise. So.
Interesting choice, not killing Patra.
Which one?
Patra won.
Well, I had 6 bombs and I had a count, so I was like, well, let me just. If I get through, then I'll force a bomb. If not, then I'll build my count up and force one in the Zal room. And ended up doing that anyway, I think. I don't know. The runs are starting to
bleed together.
They bleed together. So the weirdest thing was the Patra 2 clip, because I got hit down and then clipped through the ring while it was spinning, and then made it in the stairs without taking damage. That surprised me. So.
Yeah, that belfry you had in 6 this run was ridiculous too.
Oh yeah, the beginning of 6 was awesome. I got I think it was only three swords, or maybe four, it might have been four, but it was three or four, and it was extremely fast. I don't think I left the two middle tiles.
Yeah,
No.
you got two double kills, and then the last one with the beam, and you took that momentum into that interior breakfast room there.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
breakfast
definitely
room
worth a
was-
highlight. Go back and rewatch it and time it because it was extremely fast.
Yeah, yeah, it was good. So cool.
I was happy to see Saver finally have a good Patra 1.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard that. That's good. I
Even
always.
It bopped
Yup.
me, didn't it?
It did, but that was
your fault.
That was
Yeah,
your
that's
fault.
on you. It's
He
no
gave it to
longer
you.
Patra.
It's up to
Yeah.
you to take it.
Yeah, but
You
it
have to
finally
take
went
it.
right. I was happy.
Yeah, the other 4 times he gave you the business, but not this time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, good stuff.
All right. Well, Lack, thanks for all that you've done for Zelda 1, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for this tournament. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, it's my pleasure. I mean, it's been a crazy ride last couple or 2.5 years, but I guess the community probably grew in size by a factor of 7. So that's good. I mean, we got all these randomizers, and we've got a lot of contenders for the top time, and you know, I
Kind
think
of.
it's yeah. Well, you know, I mean, if you're in sub 30, that's close enough to at least try. You know, I mean, you got to get the good run, and you really have to develop your skill at the game to be able to even have that chance if you get the luck. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to watching people play instead of playing myself. So I'm glad I was able to go out on a high note.
What's next for you? I mean, I know that you've got some Super Mario practice coming up for AGTQ, but outside of that, are you looking at Link to the Past or Super Mario RPG?
Well, I was talking about this earlier with the chat because they were obviously asking, but I said I don't really know what's next because this was the game that, you know, after I got to a certain level, I was like, I want to be the best at this game. So that's what I set out to do. In other games, I haven't been able to, or I haven't found another game where I want to be the best. I just think Mario RPG is really fun. I mean, it's my favorite game, and I don't want to run it into the ground. I want to get top 5 in that, which is a 253. So I'm a few minutes off that, but I don't know what the future holds. There's much less stream time. Apparently, having a full-time job limits your streaming capability.
It'll do that a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. After not having real work for, you know, like a year, it's the stream time goes down, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna continue practicing for AGDQ, Super Mario 1, and I don't know, play some fun stuff.
Yeah, that's what it's about. You've had your serious time here for a year and a half, so it's time to have
Yeah.
some fun, I think.
Yeah, serious time is probably an understatement. But thanks everybody for watching this and watching me and watching. If you're not following these other runners that race tonight, then you're missing out because their streams are way different than mine, and it's great. They're you know, good people. I've met Darkwing and Cantaloupe, but I haven't met Saver and Eunice yet.
I heard that totally wrong. I've met good people, and Darkwing.
The
Yeah, there
combo
was a
was,
time when Darkwing was good at Zelda, and that time has apparently slipped by, according to Lack Attack.
the comma was misplaced in that sentence.
Commas, punctuation.
Yeah. So. Oh well. Yeah. Go follow these guys. Follow the commentators. They play all these games too. So it's been really fun, and I'll see you in the chats for sure.
Good deal, man.
Yep.
Congratulations again.
Thanks. What's my prize? Do I get anything?
You do. Your prize is you and Kaba will both be receiving a set of Zelda baseball cards.
Nice.
Expect those to arrive to the hotel during GDQ, so you can parade them around.
Okay. All right, I look forward to it. But yeah, if anybody's going to GDQ and I haven't met you yet, just come up and say hello. It's always fun to meet people in your stream that you've probably talked to more than some family members. So,
Right.
definitely come up, say hello to. I mean, all of us are pretty approachable. So I think I'm taller than people expect. So is Cantaloupe. So Darkwing's probably shorter than you would think, but
Yeah, you put Jay Coper on top of Darkwing, and you get a cantaloupe.
yeah, you get a Cantaloupe.
Oh, I ain't
Everybody's
that tall,
tall.
guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much, and guess I'm gonna sign off.
All right. Have a good night, Lag.
All right.
See ya, luck.
Thank you, Like.
Thanks, guys.
Fantastic. Great job again tonight. Take us out, boys.
All right, so that was the tournament winner, Lacatech 24, proving once and for all that he is the bestest and the fastest and the most good at The Legend of Zelda for the NES, one of the oldest games with a lot of love right now. This is Bresticle helping you determine what is going on the screen with me, Agen at Tigenos.
Yep. Yeah, it's been fun, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been a good couple of months here that we've got to commentate. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight and throughout the rest of the time and listen to BT and I and a lot of others and Joe Maylin and Greenleaf Effect and Mike Stone and Lisa. There's been a lot of people out there that have commentated. Jam and Lack and Unos and Jay Coper and Bresticle for taking the time to restream these so that everybody can enjoy them. Thanks to Best of Ness for hosting us here tonight. And really appreciate all of it. Been a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll have another tournament sometime next year.
Yeah, what a great time that would be. I'm going to go ahead and do a statistics reset, and then we'll see what the PBs are. Maybe we'll get another round of statistics and baseball cards.
All right, guys.
That keeps going
That's gonna
on.
do it for me. Thanks for watching. Let's find you a raid target.
Bye, Lack.
Bye,
Lack
bye,
attack
Lack.
is-
Oh,
Thanks.
Bye, bye.
I hit end call.
Bye, Lack.
At least I didn't say like, oh, what a.
Yep.
That was just a terrible interview. I hit the button. All right, see ya.
Bye. Well, thank you very much. On behalf of Best of NES, I am Jam Evil, and on behalf of Bresticle and Adaginos, Darkwing Duck, Canoff at Me, Unos, Crystal Saver, and everyone else. So thank you, and have a great night. Be safe.
Later, Hosen.
Hasta luego, fat.
Oh boy.